Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
You gotta get to the Keswick Tavern this Saturday night for Iowa country artist Mike Bernard from 8 to 11 p.m. Mike plays real country music. You're gonna love what you hear. The KT's calendar is full of fantastic musical acts coming throughout 2026. Make plans now to check out Mike Bernard this Saturday night, starting at 8 o'clock at the Keswick Tavern, 117 South Iron Street in Keswick.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has programs like Living the Country Life, Successful Farming, and the National Day Spotlight, along with Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and more. Plus, weekend programming like Midwest Country Music Originals, Country Legends Jukebox with Jay Dean, and Les Butler and Friends Bluegrass Gospel Hour. All of this plus all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com, download the app with Apple and Android devices, or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio, online radio for Southeast Iowa.
And welcome in. Time for more North Mahaska basketball here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube, and the Skunk River Radio Facebook page. Yes, we're back at it. It's a busy stretch of basketball. We had a basketball Friday, Saturday, last night, and now we're back in New Sharon tonight. We were hanging out at the Casey Center last night in Des Moines for a couple of Warhawk wins, and now we're back in New Sharon tonight for basketball with Belle Plaine. We do thank all of our sponsors for making our broadcast possible. This year, that includes Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell State Farm Insurance, Proline Building Company, First State Bank, Oski Dental, Skunk River Radio, Shuttler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and Lake Painting. As always, for North Mahaska basketball, we have the voice of the Warhawks this year for basketball, R.D. Keep, hanging out this evening once again. R.D., what do you think?
Hey, going to be a little different game tonight than it was last night. But we are glad to be back here in the friendly confines of North Mahaska's gym. Your Warhawks, 5-3, they're going to be taking on 1-9 Belle Plaine. This is a South Iowa Cedar League contest. North Mahaska comes into tonight's game after securing a 22 win over Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont last night, again at the Casey Center. Warhawks are tied for third in the conference standing with Sigourney entering tonight. Belle Plaine is winless in league play. North Mahaska averages 46 points per game, while Belle Plaine averages only 24. Turnovers could play a big role in tonight's contest, Steve. We saw the ability of North Mahaska last night to be able to get in those passing lanes. I anticipate that they're going to do that again tonight. We're going to look to that inside-outside game again with Natalia Linder on the inside and Carly Lake, our player of the game last night, hitting from the outside. Belle Plaine's going to look. They've got a sophomore by the name of J.D. Dahlquist. She averages 8.7 points per game, and then senior Lacey Rethman leads in rebounds with 7.8 per game. So we're looking for an exciting ball game. Taking a look at quickly your starting lineups for the Belle Plaine Plainsmen. They're going to start junior Kennedy Coover, sophomore J.D. Dahlquist, senior Eva Branneman, senior Lacey Rethman, and then sophomore Reagan Durucki. The Plainsmen are coached by Scott Nils and Brock Flack. North Mahaska, they will have their usual starters. Number 10, Addison Falb, a junior guard. Senior guard, number 14, Allie Style. Junior guard, number 24, Carly Lake. And at center, 30, junior Natalia Linder. And then a forward, number 50, Jolyn Fogel, also a junior. The Warhawks are coached by L.E. Moore and Mike Huffman. So it's going to be a little different ball game for us tonight than it was last night. The Plainsmen are fairly young. Looks like they've got one senior, two seniors and a junior, and the rest are freshmen and sophomores. We're going to pause here for our Star Spangled Banner.
Please stand, remove your headgear for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we're going to be set here for North Mahaska basketball. If you're watching online, Belle Plaine, they're going to be in their road dark blue uniform with gold trim, white numbers. North Mahaska will be in their home white, red letters, red and black trim.
And, of course, at the end of the game, we'll be picking our Kelly Style, Wendell Campbell, State Farm Player of the Game. Last night it was Carly Lake. For the boys, it was Jackson Vanderveer. So we'll see who gets those awards tonight.
Well, North Mahaska certainly has, they have the talent, they have the height, they've got about everything that you could want going into a ball game. Belle Plaine, they're just a little too young and are going to be facing a really tough challenge here. Linder tips it to Addison Falb. She goes to the right side. She tries to bang it into Natalie Linder underneath, and it went out of bounds. Oh, we had a foul. First foul on Belle Plaine. Linder gets the ball, and Falb puts up a long shot. Rebound by Coover. Coover gets it off to Dahlquist. Loose ball on the floor. Eva Branneman pulls it down. She's being harassed by Falb. Back to Dahlquist. Carly Lake with the steal. She's on the drive. She's stopped short by Coover, and Dahlquist has the basketball. Goes around the left. Allie Style went for the steal and Caught just a little too much of Dahlquist. Plainsman will have a fresh 35. Dahlquist gets it into Coover. Coover takes it back out top. Swings it over to Branneman. Branneman come across. Addison Falb tips it away from her. Out of bounds on Falb. Again, Dahlquist will be firing it. 22 seconds on the shot clock. No score. Gets it into Dahlquist. Dahlquist drives down the lane, but travels. First turnover for the Plainsmen. Style brings the ball up the court. Wanted to go to foul, but she was covered. And Linder had to take 3 different shots at that before she got it. She got the basket. She was fouled. Foul was on number 42, Reagan DeRucky, her first. Second team foul. Linder perfect on the free throw.
Just looking at the lineups here, this could be a huge night for Nat Linder on the boards.
Yes.
She looks like she can out-jump about anybody on the court.
And we got a held ball between Style and Branneman. The Plainsmen have the ball on the alternating possession. Again, Dahlquist set to throw it in. She gets it into Coover, puts it right back to Dahlquist. Dahlquist is that. She's fouled by Linder on a drive down the left side of the lane. It was a floor foul, so Plainsmen get it into Lacey Rethman, her first touch of the ball. Long shot by Coover. Fogel with the rebound. Reagan Ruckman gets her first rebound of the night. Plainsman working that left side again. Try to get it inside. Style tips it away.
That looked like a lot of ball to me.
Yeah. Foul was on Linder. That's her second.
Right when I said Linder could have a big game, she gets into foul trouble.
Lacey Rethman at the line. Misses the first one. 5:38 to play here in the first quarter. North Mahaska up 3-0. She misses both. North Mahaska's ball out of bounds. Into North Mahaska lineup is going to be 22 Mallory Anderson in to replace Linder. Linder going to sit with those two fouls here for a bit. Coach Moore calling out the offense. Lake took it down underneath, gave it off. There's Fogel. Fogel's in there. She's trying to get it up. Nice block by DeRucky. I apologize if I am mispronouncing that name. Style kind of chasing. Anderson comes up with a steal for the Warhawks. There's Lake. She dribbles down, gives it to Anderson at the free throw line. She gets it back off to Lake. Lake brings it around to the right side to Addison Falb. She kind of looked like she might take the shot. Lake on the shot, rebound Down to Rethman. And the Plainsmen bring it across the timeline. Kind of a slow-scoring game here. North Mahaska leads 3-0 with 4:28 to play in the first quarter. Rethman loses it, but Drucke was there to clean it up. Here goes Dahlquist. Again, Drucke there to get the rebound. But she traveled. They were getting some shots to go, but couldn't get anywhere near the rim. There were 6 seconds left on that shot clock when they turned it over. But North Mahaska's back on the attack. Fogel at the top of the key. She gets it down underneath to Anderson. And Anderson gets her first points. North Mahaska with that full court press. The Plainsmen have a 3-on-1, but Jolyn Fogel is there to stood her ground there in the middle, got the steal. Lake dribbling around at the top. Oh. Passing to Fall, but Dahlquist got in the way. Into the Belle Plaine lineup, number 1, Brooklyn Henry. Number 24, Elise Javobi. Style off to the right side to Lake. Fogel out at the high post. Gets it off to Style. Style looks inside to Anderson. Anderson picks up 2 quick baskets.
Oh. Allie Style with the steal.
And Lake with a basket. And North Mahaska's got a very potent offense when they're clicking. And a team that's struggling like the Plainsmen. Steal by Falb. And she takes it in. They're just having trouble with this full court press. Lake got the steal, and foul was whistled on Kennedy Coover. Her first 13 foul. Lake buries her free throw. North Mahaska shoots 66% from the free throw line. Belle Plaine had just 39% free throw shooting. So kind of adds to their woes sometimes. Lake with her second shot. It rolls off, but Anderson was there to get the rebound. Couldn't get it to go, but North Mahaska still has control. Lake from the corner. Olivia Ridgway, who had come in for Falb on that free throw. Lake missed again, but I believe Olivia Ridgway. Foul was whistled on number 42, Reagan Drucke, her second. Ridgway at the line shooting 2. Lacey Rethman back into the Plainsman lineup. Ridgway's second rolls off, but there's Anderson there for the rebound.
Seems like the Warhawks are getting every loose ball.
Yeah. Well, there's a basket for North Mahaska. Carly Lake with another. (15-0), 1:41 here to play in the first quarter. North Mahaska on top. Ridgway's there to get a loose ball. Yeah, it looked like they were going to dribble out of the double team, but North Mahaska again with another steal. Lake. Lake dribbled around and got it knocked away. Into the North Mahaska lineup, number 34, Bailey Banstra, replacing Style. 1:12 to play here in the first quarter. 17-0 North Mahaska. Another steal, another basket by Ridgeway. A little too much contact by Olivia Ridgeway on Kennedy Coover. Her first foul. Each team has 4 fouls. Just under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Kennedy Coover brings the ball across the timeline. Gets it to Dahlquist at top of the key. Dahlquist makes a run down the side. Can't get it. Ridgeway there to get the rebound. And the Warhawks are on the attack. Anderson was blocked, but Brooklyn Medlin, who's in there now, she was able to get it back. Knocked away. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. 23 seconds left in the quarter. 19-0 North Mahaska. Carly Lake getting ready to inbounds the ball for the Warhawks. She gets it to Banstra. And Banstra drops in a 3. First three-pointer for the Warhawks this evening. Oh, Plainsman had their best shot and then overthrew the wide-open Elise Javobi. She was wide open and didn't get the shot off. So at the end of the first quarter, North Mahaska 22, Belle Plaine 0.
And we'll hear from a couple of our sponsors. Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
And thanks to our sponsors for making our broadcast possible. We're in New Sharon tonight. North Mahaska pitching a shutout so far here in New Sharon.
Yeah, I was listening to Coach Nill. He's just trying to tell them just to concentrate on what they're doing. They're just making mistakes, and he's just wanting them to settle down and play basketball. Jolyn Fogel with a basket. I think just about everybody who's been in the game for North Mahaska has scored except for Allie Style. Ball out of bounds, so Belle Plaine trying to trigger it in. Dahlquist tried to sneak that in there, and there was just too tight a window. Fogel underneath. She gets it out to Lake on the wing. Lake goes in, gives it to Fogel. Linder's back into the ball game. Coover tried to pass the ball and Style knocked it out of bounds. Branneman gets it into Coover. Coover looking, gets it over to Dahlquist, and Falb is just harassing her. Another pass gets deflected. Linder on the drive. Even Branneman's not afraid to throw that ball inside, even though there's such a height battle in there.
Hasn't been working out too well so far.
It hasn't. Foul. She picks Coover. She gets it down. Ridgway with the basket, assist to Falb. Another, they just overthrow. Warhawks back on the attack. Ridgway takes a long jumper. There's a rebound by Lacey Rethman. She's immediately tied up, but it's Plainsman ball on the alternating possession. Branneman gets it off to Coover. Coover brings it up to Dahlquist. Again, Falb there to steal the ball. Gets it off to Style. Oh, it rolls off, but Linder's there to pick it up. Another rebound, and Style there to pick off the pass, gets it to Linder. Linder from the left side. And it's 34-0. 5:08 to play here in the second quarter. Nice shot by Dahlquist. Gets the Plainsman on the board. Nice spot up for that three. She had that wired in. Nice ball movement by the Warhawks. Assist to Fogel. Linder with the basket. Style on another steal from Coover. Falb had the ball but lost it. I'm showing 13 turnovers on the Plainsman. Number 42, Brooklyn Medlin. 22, Mallory Anderson into the Warhawk lineup. Candy Coover brings it across the timeline. Gets it inside to Javobi. Style there to steal it. She works it around to the right wing to Falb. Falb gets it to Ridgway. Ridgway puts it in. Of the players on the floor right now, Ridgway leads North Mahaska with 9 points. Plainsman working around. Coover to Dahlquist. Dahlquist puts it up. Rolls off. Rebound to Ridgway. Warhawks on the attack. Falb working that right side. Gets it to Style in the corner. Medlin got it tipped away. Coover with a long, bounced around, did not go in. Medlin with the rebound. Ridgeway puts it to Falb in the corner. She gets it to Anderson. Anderson back to Ridgeway. Style back across court. She thought about taking the three. There she goes. It rolls off, but Medlin was right there, but Lacey Rethman out-dueled her for that basketball. There's Dahlquist. Overshoots on her three. Anderson with the rebound. Style takes it across midcourt over to Falb. Kind of they always go to that right side, seems like, to start with. Ridgeway are fighting really hard down there, and 30-second timeout called by Belle Plaine, so they will retain the basketball.
And we'll take a break, too. Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. And we're coming back here to New Sharon, second quarter. Yes, you are seeing the score correctly, 38-3, with 2:13 to go before halftime. R.D. Keep has the call of the game.
Yeah, that's if they've got a 35-point lead at halftime, it'll be a quick ball game because it'll be a continuous clock. Nice shot by Kennedy Coover with that three-point shot. Both of Belle Plaine's baskets have come from long range. Offensive foul. Foul whistled on Brooklyn Medland. Guessing it was a screen off the ball. Her first team foul in the second quarter. Dahlquist, she's going around the top, and there's another three-point shot. Briley Fritcher with a three-pointer. All of a sudden, Belle Plaine has this long ball working for him. Carly Lake from the corner. Hers rolls off. Ridgeway can't chase it down. Pulled it in by Coover. Coover over to the right side. Dahlquist thought about it. Lake there to shut Coover off. Pass went off of Ridgeway, so Plainsmen have it underneath the basket. Dahlquist set to trigger it in. 1:05 to play here in the first half. Gets it into Rethman. Back to Rethman. Rethman couldn't get it to fall, but Medland has two quick fouls. Lacey Rethman, a senior, she'll be at the line shooting two here.
Ooh,
first one hit.
That's a high archery shot.
Had a lot of arch to it. She's a 13% free throw shooter. That one didn't catch rim either. Into the Belle Plaine lineup, number 11, Allison Hoover, sophomore. Here comes Lake across the timeline. 50 seconds left to play here in the first half. Ridgeway up top. She gets it down to Lake. Lake drives down the baseline, rolls off. Rebound by Elise Javobi. And Medland just picked up her third foul. So she's going to have to be a little careful. Down underneath. Long shot. Medlin had the ball, but ended up falling backwards for a travel.
It was tied up for a second, and then
Yeah.
the other player released it.
Yeah.
She went flying.
Here goes Dahlquist into the middle. Her shot won't fall. Medlin with the rebound. Bailey Banstra. Off of the hands of Carly Lake. She's usually pretty sure-handed, but that one went sliding off her hands. Plainsmen have it with 2 seconds left. Are they going to get a shot off? They do not. At the end of the first half, North Mahaska 38, Belle Plaine 9. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, we'll hear from several of our sponsors. And, as already mentioned, back in 10 minutes here in New Sharon for more North Mahaska basketball.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
Hi, Clint.
Hey. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shuttler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shuttler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
All right, we're coming back live to New Sharon, North Mahaska High School, North Mahaska and Belle Plaine playing basketball tonight. The girls, North Mahaska girls, with a commanding halftime lead. Got about 40 seconds before we get into the second half. We do thank our sponsors, Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell at State Farm Insurance, Proline Building Company, First State Bank, Oski Dental, Skunk River Radio, Shetler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and Lake Painting, all on board as sponsors. Also a special thanks to Jack Munson at JM Media. He provides me with our pictures for the players of the game. He does a fantastic job with his media outlet as well. Artie Keep has the call of the action. Artie, it's been a one-sided affair so far.
Yes, it is. Having been around teams that are in the position that Belle Plaine is, Coach Nils just has to tell them, just keep playing the game, and don't give up. Just keep playing the game. In all likelihood, the game's out of reach for Belle Plaine, but he wants his kids just to keep playing. So Belle Plaine will have the ball to start. Coover was out on top. She's got the ball over to Brannaman. Brannaman tipped away. Both teams have their original starters into the ball game. Brannaman gets it into Coover. Coover took a look, throws it inside to DeRucky. DeRucky tried to get it back out to Coover, and it got stolen. Foul was whistled on number 25, Eva Brannaman. Her first team foul. Carly Lake will be at the line shooting. She'll have a couple here. Nothing but net on the first. She lines up for her second. Also nothing but net. 40-9 North Mahaska. Coover gets it across. Gets it over to Eva Brannaman. She was able to get fouled to overcommit for a foul.
A foul on Falba.
Yeah. There we go. They got the ball into Coover again. Coover working that top. She picked the ball up, gives it off to Dahlquist. Dahlquist tried to get it inside to Rethman, and it got stolen by Linder. Style off to the right side to Lake. Lake looking around. Back to Style. Looked like she was going to take the three, and then she decided to dribble down. Falb takes a long shot and then tracks down the long rebound. Now Style puts it up. DeRucky with the rebound. Foul just really causing so much problems out there. Rethman, she gets stopped by Linder. Dahlquist three-pointer goes off. Style over to Falb to Lake. Lake in the corner. She likes that corner down there. Coover, she battling with Falb. She kept the ball alive. Over to Dahlquist. Dahlquist down underneath to DeRucky, but it just would not fall. Linder with another rebound. Lake back up to the top, over to Style. Over to Lake. Lake up for three. Goes off the front rim. Nice rebound by Eva Brannaman. Coover brings it across the timeline. Gets it over to DeRucky. She gets it out to Brannaman. Brannaman back to Coover. Coover to Rethman. Rethman threw it just a little too far. 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter, 40-9. North Mahaska. Style fires it off to Falb on the left wing. She moves across. Lake on top. Style open for three. Hers bounces off the rim. Branneman was there to get the rebound. She gets the ball to Coover. Coover comes across the timeline, over to the right side again. Again, Lake there to harass her. She gets a nice little bounce pass from Branneman. Foul on the play. Carly Lake with the foul, her first. Coover at the line shooting. Misses the first one. And sinks the second. She's up to 4 points on the night. Lake dribbling around. She gets it knocked away. That was Carmela Walton got her hand on that ball. Lake was trying to go down the baseline. Now she's back out. Linder on the rebound. Falb up top. She's dribbling around, gets it over to Style on the left wing. Falb down into the right corner. She's looking to dribble. She gets it into Linder. Linder put it up, but it was short, but she was fouled. Lacey Rethman, her second foul. Second foul, team foul on the Plainsman. Linder at the line shooting. She's perfect on the first.
I was hoping for that same shoe sock combo from Linder that we saw last night.
Yeah, that was a little different. I need to ask her about that. Linder's shot, no good. Rethman with the rebound. Now the Plainsmen are on the attack. Coover over to Carmela Walton. And ball being bounced around in there. Foul kind of knocked it out of Walton's hands. Carly Lake with a basket for North Mahaska. Timeout called by Belle Plaine, 32nd timeout.
And we'll squeeze in Proline Building Company. Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust. And we thank Proline Building Company for being on board with our basketball coverage here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube, Skunk River Radio, Facebook. Oski Dental sponsors our third quarter. Artie Keep has the call of the action. Artie.
Looks like we've got some players into the North Mahaska lineup. 22, Mallory Anderson. Olivia Ridgway, number 20, is in. Jayla Perez, number 52, is in. Belle Plaine and Dahlquist with the basket for the Plainsmen. She's got 5 on the night. Perez off the high post. Style eyes it up for three. Doesn't go, but she gets a rebound. New 35-second clock. She gets it into Perez. Perez gets it back out to Style. Style goes in and uses Perez kind of as a screen and couldn't quite handle it. North Mahaska, or Belle Plaine basketball, excuse me. Returning to the Belle Plaine lineup, number 2, Briley Fritcher. 2:27 to play here in the third quarter. 43-12, North Mahaska. Fritcher had the ball stolen. Ridgeway was on the break. But got it out of bounds. Into the North Mahaska lineup. Bailey Banstra. She replaces Falb. We're going to see some of these other North Mahaska girls get in the lineup, I think. Dahlquist at the top right wing. She tries to get it inside, gets it knocked away, but recovered, and Lacey Rethman with the basket for the Plainsmen. Nice ball movement, reaction to that tip pass. Banstra gets it over to Ridgeway. Ridgeway Style dribbles down, gets it off to Perez. Anderson is there to clean it up and get the basket. Plainsman back on the attack. Dahlquist at the right wing. Style knocked it away. She brings it across the timeline, gets it to Ridgeway. Ridgeway across the middle to Banstra. Banstra to Perez. Perez at the high post. Working her way. The Banstra. And it's stolen by the Plainsman. Dahlquist. She gets it off to Fritcher. Looked like Fritcher wanted to take the shot, but decided better of it. Rethman. She gets the ball and drives that right side. Allie Style fouled, so Rethman at the line shooting 2. Her first one bounces off the rim. And here she is for her second. That one bounces off to the other side. Anderson with the rebound. Ridgeway off to Style. Style dribbles back across, gets it off to Banstra. Style. Plainsman operating kind of a 1-2-2 zone. Not allowing a whole lot of Style. Again wide open. There, she gets it down. 12 seconds to play, and Style gets her first points of the game. Three-pointer here. Got about 2 seconds left. Doesn't look like and the Plainsmen don't get it off. So at the end of 3 quarters, North Mahaska 48, Belle Plaine 14.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. All righty, we're back in New Sharon. First State Bank of New Sharon sponsoring our fourth quarter. R.D. Keep has the call.
North Mahaska has their original starters back in, get them a little more playing time. Foul off to Lake. Lake inside to Linder. Linder passes it off to Fogel. Fogel slides down the right side. Gets a little 4-footer to drop in. Here comes Coover. He gets it off to Fritcher, who beat Lake. Shot goes off the edge. Style there to pick it up. She comes back across, gets it to Lake on the right side. Fogel and Dahlquist having quite a battle down underneath. Linder with a basket. Coover over to Fritcher. Fritcher fall there to stop her. There goes Dahlquist, but Fogel's there to block it. Here comes Linder, brings it across. She gets to Style in the corner. Style spots up again, comes off, but dives for it, but goes out of bounds. Plainsman basketball. It looks like L.E. Moore is going to take a timeout for North Mahaska. I don't think he liked the way that Style dove into the crowd.
Okay. We'll take a break and hear from some of our sponsors.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
And we're back to the action. RD.
Yeah, North Mahaska has a whole new group of players in there. I think Ellie Moore saw nice basket by Lacey Rethman. 52-16 North Mahaska. I don't think Coach Moore liked the way Style had to slide, and she was rubbing her hip when they were standing there, so. All right, let's see. That was number 32. That was Jade DeBoof with the basket for North Mahaska. And then Reagan DeRucky answered for the Plainsmen on the other end. DeBoof has it knocked away, but tracked down by Adeline Jedlicka. Nice block by Branneman. Coover on the attack. Gets it through the North Mahaska defense. 55-20. 4:50 to play here in the ball game. DeBoof spots up again. Comes off to Urike. She got it. Plainsman. Kennedy Coover with the basket. Jedlicka over to DeBoof. DeBoof gets it inside to Perez. Perez back out to DeBoof. DeBoof to Jedlicka. Jedlicka comes across the top. Gets it off to DeBoof. She works her way down. Goes down underneath. Back out to Banstra. Medlin did a little hook shot. Couldn't get it to fall. Coover. Off to Branneman. Ball knocked out of bounds. Number 54, Isabella Patterson, into the North Mahaska lineup. Somebody's got to come out. We got a quick timeout. We had 6 North Mahaska girls out there.
And we'll squeeze in some of our sponsors.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
Hi, Clint.
Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
And we're back in New Sharon for the last 3:29 of this ball game. First State Bank in New Sharon sponsors our fourth quarter. RD.
All right, Dahlquist, she gets it inside to Rethman. Rethman couldn't get it. Scramble for the basketball. Bailey Banstra comes away with it for North Mahaska. She gets it off to Jedlicka. Jedlicka gets it inside to Perez. Stolen away by Rethman for the Plainsman. Dahlquist, she was going to challenge it but couldn't quite get it. Oh, Coover threw it into Rethman. It went off. The Warhawks are back on the attack. Jedlicka, right wing, down to DeBoof in the corner. Tries to get around, and Eva Brenneman's there to stop her, but she was fouled on that. Again, we do have a continuous clock because of the 35-point rule. And to the Plainsman lineup, number 2, Briley Fritcher. Also got Elise Jacoby coming back in.
Now, you have the 35-point rule. You have to get it under a certain amount to stop the clock?
25.
Okay.
Plainsman working it down. J.D. Dahlquist, she was just having a heck of a time getting that up through the North Mahaska defense. Ended up with a double dribble. Another turnover for the Plainsman. North Mahaska, Perez down underneath in the middle. Bounces it to Banstra. Adlin Jedlicka took a shot at a 3. Coover thought maybe she was going to take that shot just a little early. She had it. There's Rethman, and Rethman with the basket. Substitution timeout here for the Plainsman. He wants to get some players in. Number 3, Carmela Walton. Fritcher, who else do we have out there? Jacoby. North Mahaska with the basketball. DeBoof up to Banstra at the top. She gets it off to Jedlicka. She bounces it off the foot, I believe, of Fritcher. Oh, looked like Perez was going to get a basket, and it got tipped, and then it went off of DeBoof's head. 35 seconds to play. Plainsman working the ball around. North Mahaska's defense is just so quick and so tough. They've got their hands moving all the time. 14 seconds to play. 11 on the shot clock. Stolen by Banstra. Banstra takes it down. 57-24. 6 seconds to play. And that's your ball game. North Mahaska girls 57, Belle Plaine 24. I'll tell you,
yeah.
Steve, taking a look at our player of the game. Linder, I had her for I think 11 points, but I think I'm going to give it to Olivia Ridgway. She had 9 points, but she got a lot of work in that first quarter when they first part of the second quarter where they were able to lengthen the game out a little bit. So I think I'm going to select Olivia Ridgway as our State Farm player of the game.
All right. Well, we do thank Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell at State Farm for sponsoring the player of the game. So Olivia Ridgway, congratulations to her. All right, so we got 15 minutes in between the girls and the boys. Boys game coming up here shortly, so stay tuned. Again, 15-minute break. We'll hear from some of our sponsors and be back here in a while for the boys game.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shuttler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shuttler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
All right, we're coming back here to New Sharon, Iowa for North Mahaska basketball. North Mahaska boys game coming up here in just about a minute and a half, taking on Belle Plaine. The North Mahaska Warhawk girls were victorious in their game just a little while ago. Olivia Ridgway chosen as our Kelly Style Wendell Campbell State Farm player of the game. We do thank all of our sponsors for making our North Mahaska broadcast possible. That includes Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell at State Farm, Proline Building Company, First State Bank in New Sharon, Oski Dental, also Skunk River Radio, Shetler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and Lake Painting. Let me switch over our first quarter's sponsor. That would be Shetler Insurance Services. But we got the starting lineups coming out here momentarily. R.D. Keep, of course, has the call of the action. And R.D., hello, I cranked myself up. R.D., we got about under 30 seconds here before the starting lineups. Any quick thoughts heading into this game?
Well, yeah, just like that girls' game, the Plainsman team is young and winless on the season.
Okay.
North Mahaska comes into the game 3-5 overall, 2-4 in South Iowa Cedar League. They're tied for 6th with BGM coming in tonight. North Mahaska averages 48 points per ball game. Belle Plaine averages 36.3. Warhawks are coming off a fun victory last night, 49-44 over Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont at the Casey Center. Belle Plaine will be looking to junior Mason Walter. He paces them with 12.7 points per ball game. Leads the team also in steals and blocks. Junior Peyton Dostal scores 8.3 points per game and leads the team in assists. Plainsman shoots 36.7% from the field, 53.3% from the foul line. North Mahaska is led by seniors Trenton DeBryan and Jackson Vanderveer with 13.4 or 12.9 points per ball game. That duo also leads the team in blocks. So it's we're going to have some number changes for North Mahaska this evening. So if I stumble a little bit, that is why I'm looking to catch a number. The Plainsmen are coached by Brent DeMelinari and Brandon Mance. North Mahaska by Kevin Kelderman and Mike Mitchell. We're getting ready to tip off here. Mason Walter and Trenton DeBryan will be tipping it off for the Plainsmen and the Warhawks respectively. There's the whistle. We are ready to go. Cooper Kerman, sophomore, gets the tip. Peyton Dostal. He gets it off to Cooper Huey and stolen by Castaneda. That's the first turnover for the Plainsmen. Ball kicked out of bounds, so North Mahaska Vanderveer to Charlie Gumat. Gumat works the right side, looking to go somewhere. He's out there covered by Mason Walter. Saying the pass was tipped. 16 seconds left on the shot clock for the for the Warhawks. Van Mersbergen's shot comes up short. DeBryan with the rebound. He was fouled. He's going to go to the line. Foul was whistled on Cooper Hoey. His first, team first. DeBryan sinks its first. North Mahaska is 47.6% free throws on the season. DeBryan misses that one. Charlie Gumat with the basketball. It's stolen away by the Plainsmen. Mason Walter moving to the basket. He was fouled by number 10, Jackson Vanderveer, his first team foul on the Warhawks. Walter's shot hung on the rim and then rolled off. Did not get the lucky roll. Second shot. Also off. Vanderveer with the rebound. Van Mersbergen back to Vanderveer. He throws it back inside to Van Mersbergen. He and Walter get it tied up. North Mahaska basketball. Vanderveer gets it into, got it into DeBrine. DeBrine bounced it into Vanderveer, but he had his foot on the end line. Bowie to Walter. Walter brings it across. Over to Dostal. Dostal, he's at the top. He wings it down to Charlie Kerman. Goes out of bounds. 6:40 to play. It is 1-0 North Mahaska. Kind of like the girls' game. Kind of a bit of a slow start here. Vanderveer over to Charlie Gumont. He gets it to got it to Castaneda. Castaneda lost it. But then the Plainsmen were going down the side and they lost it. So North Mahaska basketball. Gumont again on the right wing. He's looking to go inside. He dribbles, gets it off to Van Mersbergen in the corner. He makes a drive. Shot comes up short, but he's fouled. I believe on number 2, Charlie Kerman. Second team foul. First team foul on Charlie. Van Mersbergen at the line. Sinks the first one. He's a 36% free throw shooter. And he drains them both. .30-second timeout called by the Plainsmen. 5:58 to play in the quarter.
And we'll hear from Holland Coble Funeral Home.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
And we're bringing it back here to North Mahaska High School. And just a couple minutes into this game, RD. Whoop.
Side for the Plainsmen. Ball knocked out of bounds. Belle Plaine will have the ball out of bounds on the far sideline. They get it into Peyton Dostal. Dostal got it off to Walter. Walter got back to Dostal, but it was being knocked away by Travis Castaneda's got really fast hands. Mason Walter's dribbling. There's a long shot by Dostal. Comes up short. North Mahaska on the attack. I think they're going to call the foul on the floor. Nice ball work by the Statesmen or Warhawks. If you hear me say Statesman, I was an announcer for William Penn University for 27 years. Sometimes I slip up as to what I'm saying. There's Dane Van Mersbergen. Oh, he had the three go in and out. Vanderveer on the rebound. He goes inside. 3 seconds called on the Warhawks. Mason Walter brings it across the timeline. Tried to bounce it inside and it got knocked away. Van Mersbergen to Castaneda. He goes back out to Charlie Gumat. Charlie Gumat on about an 8-foot jumper. Looks like a foul on the rebound on number 20. Cooper Hoey. So into the lineup is number 15, junior Tylen Coles. DeBrine with a basket. Have a little hook shot there. Walter brings it across, off to Dostal. Dostal gets it. Plainsman moving the ball around, but they just seem to, passes seem to be off. Charlie Gumat on the rebound. Fast action by Tylen Coles. He was able to tie the ball up, give the possession to the Plainsman. Mason Walter back up. He's looking to right. He's got Coles on the right wing. Plainsmen are not afraid to wing that ball across the court. Looked like Van Mersbergen was going to get it. We got Zach Vaseth in there. He is by far the shortest player on the court. In fact, he's so short they don't even list his height. But Charlie Gumat's listed at, I think, 5'4". Gonna check that. No, he's listed at 5'5", and Zach is nowhere near there.
Yeah,
but
we should put them side by side.
But he is at the free throw line. Misses the first one. Caleb Hole into the North Mahaska lineup. He's wearing number 45 tonight. And Visas. Ball falls short. Peyton Dostal gets the ball off to Mason Walter. Let the Plainsmen throw the ball away. 3:48 to play here in the first quarter. Just 5-0 North Mahaska. Vaseth into Vanderveer. Vanderveer over to Dawson Gumat. He tried to bounce it inside the hole and bounced it off the foot of Peyton Dostal of Belle Plaine. So North Mahaska has 20 to shoot. Dawson Gumat gets it into Van Mersbergen, who gets the ball to fall. He leads the team with 4 points right now, 4 of the 7. And he's got a steal. Van Mersbergen to Vanderveer. Vanderveer off to Vaseth. Vaseth dribbling across the top. He's looking for somewhere, gets it off to Dawson Gumat. Dawson over to Vanderveer. Vanderveer over to Viseth again. Gumat 10 seconds to shoot. Vanderveer, he gets it. Van Mersbergen there to Dane Van Mersbergen in there to get the rebound and the foul. He will go to the line for 2 more. He's 2 for 2 already this evening. That foul was whistled on Cooper Kerman, his first. Another free throw goes down for Ben Mersbergen. And he's perfect at the line tonight. Here come the Plainsmen again. Working that right side. Peyton Dostal gets... You can't miss Vaseth with those pink shoes.
Yeah.
But he managed to get the tie up. Another turnover. And here comes Vanderveer, him and Vaseth at the top. Vaseth looked, dribbling around the right side, gets it down low to Van Mersbergen. He gets it into Caleb Hall. Caleb Hall with the basket. Peyton Dostal working against. Got it inside to Cooper Kerman. Just could not get it to fall. Rebound by Dawson Gumont. Van Mersbergen fakes it to Vanderveer. Vanderveer takes a shot. Dawson, Gumont was going for the rebound. He was fouled by number 15, Tylen Coles, his first. The Plainsmen are over the limit, so North Mahaska will be shooting free throws the rest of the quarter. Dawson Gumont at the line. Trent DeBrey, number 50, coming in for Dane Van Mersbergen. And Dawson hits both of his free throws. 13-0 North Mahaska. Here come the Plainsmen. 3-point basket from the right corner. Mason Walter gets the Plainsmen on the scoreboard. Vaseth dribbling around at the top, off to Vanderveer. Vanderveer looking inside, gets it to DeBrey. He can't completely hold it. Hole put it up, but it wouldn't go. Rebound to Tylen Coles. Steal by the the Warhawks, and Vanderveer with the basket. (15-3). We're inside 45 seconds left in the quarter. Another ball overthrown. Into the North Mahaska lineup is number 14, Logan Baldock, replacing Vanderveer. Let him get a breather here towards the end of the first quarter. Vaseth across the timeline, gets it to Baldock. Baldock out at the three-point line. Tried to dribble down the baseline and was fouled. Cooper Kerman. That's his second foul. Baldock will be at the line shooting a free throw. Looks like Travis Castaneda is getting ready to come in to the North Mahaska lineup. He's going to replace Dawson Gumont. They'll put Vaseth and Castaneda as the guards. And Logan's good on his second. 16-3, North Mahaska. Oh, nice move by Mason Walter. Ran that baseline and put up the reverse layup. Castaneda over to Baldock. 10 seconds to play. Baldock to Castaneda. Castaneda's probably just going to have to wing it up. He got it to DeBrine, and they count it right at the buzzer. So your score at the end of the first, 18-5, North Mahaska.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
Hi, Clint.
Hey. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
All righty, we're back for the second quarter, sponsored by Skunk River Radio. Do want to quickly mention that we do have the North Mahaska boys basketball team coming up on Saturday morning for the sports section program, which starts at 8 a.m. at Barnwired in Sigourney on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. So make sure you tune in for that. North Mahaska boys basketball on that show.
Bell Plain came up empty on their first possession here in the second quarter. Vaseth, he gets it down underneath to DeBrine. DeBrine gets it to roll in. He's up to 7 points for North Mahaska. Mason Walter. Tylen Coles tried to get to a loose ball, couldn't do it, so North Mahaska gets the ball. Dane Van Mersbergen back into the North Mahaska lineup. Charlie Gumont in there as well. So Gumont to Castaneda. Castaneda brings it across midcourt over to Charlie Gumont. He's looking to pass it, gets over to Castaneda. He's right at the top of the key. Kind of directing traffic. Gumont gets it into DeBrine. DeBrine with that little hook shot. DeBrine off to good scoring start for North Mahaska. Peyton Dostal, he got picked by Castaneda, but Mason Walter blocked the shot on the other end. Walter went down the lane. He's going to go to the line. He was fouled by Castaneda. That's Travis's first team foul on the Warhawks here in the second quarter. Mason Walter's shot doesn't even draw iron. Logan Baldock comes out of the game for North Mahaska with Vanderveer back in. Walter gets the free throw. He's got all 6 of the Belle Plaine points. North Mahaska's had 2 shots at the ball, didn't get there. Plainsman down. Jackson Vanderveer with a nice block. Peyton Dostal thought he was fouled, but nonetheless, the Plainsmen get the ball out of bounds here. Cooper Hoy threw it in. It was tipped out of bounds by Castaneda. Now they're taking it out just in front of the North Mahaska bench. And Vanderveer tried to get around to get it, but he got a little too close. Foul. That's his second foul. 6:06 to play in the second quarter. 22-6, North Mahaska. Coles. Nice finish. Cooper Kerman. North Mahaska lost the ball out of bounds. Down along that baseline, they were trying to get it inside to DeBruyne again. Here comes Mason Walter across the timeline. Over to Dostal. Dostal down to Mason Walter. Not sure if he stepped out of bounds. Charlie Gumont into Vanderveer. Warhawks starting to attack that 1-2-2. Then Mersbergen with a miss. DeBruyne with a miss. Vanderveer makes a run and it rolls in and out. Charlie Kerman there for the rebound for Belle Plaine. Gets it off to Mason Walter. Walter tries to drive down. Couldn't get that reverse layup again. 3 shots at it. Couldn't get it. Dane Van Mersbergen with the rebound. He's up top with Charlie Gumont. Gumont can't find a place to go with it. Finally gets it into DeBruyne. DeBruyne kind of powering his way around. And the North Mahaska senior has 10 or 11 points in the first half here. Pass inside to Dostal. Dostal gets it to fall. Then Mersbergen kind of lost control and was dribbling, but ended up with a foul on number 20. Cooper Hoy, that's his third. Caleb Hole in to replace DeBruyne. So Hoy's going to have to be a little careful what he does. Castaneda around the left wing. It gets stolen by Dostal. Dostal can't get the shot to fall. Rebound by Walter, and he can't get it to fall. But we got a foul on the play. A foul whistled on Travis Castaneda, his second. Team third. Zach Vaseth into the lineup. Charlie Guma with the steal. He gets it off to Vaseth. Vaseth lays it in from the left side. 26-10, North Mahaska. Mason Walter tried to get it to Coles, and it Jackson Vanderveer with the steal in the basket. Timeout, Belle Plaine.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shuttler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shuttler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
And we're back in New Sharon. North Mahaska with the lead. Second quarter sponsored by Skunk River Radio. RD Keep with Call the Game.
All right, Belle Plaine with the ball. They can run the baseline if they choose. Mason Walter gets it up to Tylen Coles. Coles over to Walter. Walter kind of trapped down in that corner. Tried to get it back across the floor and Van Mersbergen was there to snag it. He gets it to Vanderveer. Over to Charlie Gumont. Charlie working that left side. Down to Caleb Hull. Visa, he's caught. There's 3-point basket by Vanderveer.
Banked it in.
Don't know whether he called the bank or not, but he cashed it in nonetheless. Belle Plain's not afraid to move that ball around. They do a nice job. They just can't handle the passes sometimes. 31-10 North Mahaska, 2:50 to play here in the half. Caleb Hull in the middle. There's Dane Van Mersbergen dribble in. Goes off. Cooper Kerman gets it off to Mason Walter. Walter, nice little 8-footer. He's up to 8 points. He's got 8 of the 12 for Belle Plaine. Vaseth with the ball. He got it off to Hall, who missed it. Vaseth not afraid to go in there among those trees.
Yeah.
Vanderveer again. Another three-pointer. Back-to-back trays by Vanderveer. Dostal down into the corner, into the middle. They try to get it to Kerman. North Mahaska basketball on the alternating possession. Dawson Gumont into the lineup. Charlie Gumont takes a seat. Vaseth brings it across midcourt. And he starts right down the middle of the lane. Shot comes off. Rebound by Dostal. He brings it down. He puts up a jump shot. Vaseth got it to Van Mersbergen. He couldn't quite handle it, but Belle Plaine knocked it out of bounds. 31 seconds on the shot clock. Vanderveer to trigger it in. He gets it underneath to Caleb Hull with that basket. Vaseth with another steal. Long pass down court. Couldn't hit. Vanderveer goes out of bounds. Into the North Mahaska lineup, number 14, Logan Baldock. Number 22, Jackson Doak, here in the final minute of the first half. Battle underneath, off after the shot. Tie up between Vaseth and Cooper Kerman. Ball remains with Belle Plaine. 21 seconds on the shot clock, 53 seconds left in the half. Cole, they work it around the outside. Long three by Mason Walter comes up short. It's back over to Walter. He can't get it to fall. Dawson Gumont with the rebound. North Mahaska on the charge. Over to Doak. Doak working it around. Gets it to Baldock. Vaseth thought about the three, then chose not to. Baldock looking. There's Doak. Back to Dawson Gumont. 8 to shoot. Vaseth with the basketball. He makes a long shot. Out of bounds on Belle Plaine. There are 6 seconds on the game clock. 2 seconds on the shot clock. And North Mahaska, Kevin Kelderman wants a timeout.
And we'll keep it here before halftime. Again, just a reminder, coming up on Saturday morning, 8 a.m., we've got the sports section where we talk to area coaches and athletes. Andy McGuire is the host of the show. And we will have these North Mahaska Warhawk boys. Coach Kelderman going to be bringing 3 of the boys on Saturday morning. We'll also have the Sigourney girls basketball team and the English Valley's cheerleading squad. So some cheerleaders coming on the show this week. So should have a good show, well-rounded show with some boys basketball, girls basketball, and some cheerleaders. So tune in. Live video stream, 8 a.m. from Barnwired in Sigourney. All right, back to the action here. See what Coach Kelderman has drawn up for a last shot.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I look at these coaches. I've been doing this a long time. There's Caleb Hall right off the inbounds pass. But these coaches look so young. I think I have tennis shoes that are older than any of the 4 of them. And that's at halftime. North Mahaska leads 38-12. So we'll take a break and then we'll be back for the second half of action.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon, and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices, or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
And we bring it back live to New Sharon. We've got North Mahaska and Belle Plaine boys basketball. About a minute to go before we get back to the action. North Mahaska with the big lead, 38-12 at the half. We're going to be heading into the third quarter, sponsored by Oski Dental. We do thank all of our sponsors for being on board for North Mahaska basketball on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube, Skunk River Radio, Facebook. That includes Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell at State Farm. They also bring us our player of the game, Proline Building Company, First State Bank, Oski Dental, Skunk River Radio, Shetler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and Lake Painting. If you missed it earlier, the North Mahaska girls won handily against Belle Plaine. And again, the boys, as you can see on your screen there, have a big lead as we begin to get back into the third quarter here, start things up for the second half. R.D. Keep has a call of the action. R.D.
Yeah, as we get ready to go into this second half, I want to do a quick shout out to Ryan Groom, senior wrestler here at North Mahaska. Picked up his 153rd pin. That's a school record. Broke a record held by another state qualifier, Tyler Strasser. So congratulations, Ryan. I think he's still wrestling tonight. He may add to that total tonight. North Mahaska had the ball to start and gave it away. Belle Plaine on the attack. 3-point shot by Mason Walter comes up short. Charlie Gumont over to Travis Castaneda for the Warhawks. He's looking inside to Dane Van Mersbergen, makes a move to the basket. Doesn't get it. Trent DeBruyne pulls it down. Jackson Vanderveer on the long shot, comes up short. Castaneda, he's looking for someplace to go. Charlie Gumont from the three-point range, and he drops it in. And that's the first points for Charlie this evening. 41-12. Belle Plaine moving the ball around the perimeter. Mason Walter gets it down underneath to Peyton Dostu, gets it to roll in. He's got 4 points on the night. Vanderveer back inside to Van Mersbergen's really working that inside. Foul on the play.
He does bring energy every game and always seems to be given 100%.
Yeah, that was Cooper Hoy's fourth foul in the game. And so Van Mersbergen, Dane's going to, coming in to replace Hoy is number 15, Tylen Coles. But started to say about Dane Van Mersbergen, he's actually going to go to William Penn, play baseball.
Okay.
Signed last fall or early winter. Misses the second shot. Ball's being scrambled around. Held ball, looks like goes over to the Plainsman. Van Mersbergen has 7 points on the night. Mason Walter and Cooper Kerman bringing the ball up over to Dostal. Another long pass that goes awry. Overshot Coles. Charlie Gumont into Vanderveer, brings it across center court. Again into DeBruyne, or to Van Mersbergen, gets it into DeBruyne. And DeBruyne is down. He got the basket and went down. Looks like it might, I don't know whether it's an ankle or knee or. Trainer is out taking a look.
Let's squeeze in a word from Holland Coble Funeral Home while they tend to Trent.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
All right, we come back. Oski Dental sponsoring our third quarter. Now Trent DeBrine helped off the court. Looks like his ankle was rather tender as he was assisted off the court. We'll see if he can make a comeback tonight.
Yeah, you know, he'd been having a great night. I had him for 13 points, and I don't know how many rebounds. And Belle Plaine had the ball. North Mahaska couldn't deliver, and again, another turnover by the Plainsmen. North Mahaska have the ball right in front of the scorer's table. Vanderveer is going to get it into Charlie Gumont at the right wing. He bounces it out to Travis Castaneda at the top. He gets it over to Vanderveer. Vanderveer back across the top. Over to Dane Van Mersbergen to Castaneda. Castaneda dribbling, and it gets tipped away. Nice steal and basket by Peyton Dostal for Belle Plaine. 44-16. Dostal was 6 points on the night. Caleb Hull, who came in to replace DeBrine, ties up Kylan Coles. Into the North Mahaska lineup, Zach Vaseth replacing Castaneda. He's having a conversation with Coach Kelderman. Vaseth puts up a three. Comes off. Van Mersbergen there to clean it up. He's got 9 points on the night. Turnover by the Plainsmen. Here come the Statesmen. Vanderveer on the left wing into Van Mersbergen. Back to Charlie Gumont at the top. Vaseth, he's out there being closely guarded by Mason Walter. Travel by Vanderveer. Plainsmen have the ball. 4:25 to play here in the third quarter. 30-point lead for North Mahaska, 46-16. Jackson Vanderveer tips the ball away. Tylen Coles, he's going to throw it in. Long pass into Walter. Jack Vanderveer made him retreat. Caleb Hull with the rebound. Gets it. Vanderveer, he's looking at Van Mersbergen was on the baseline. And three-point basket for Charlie Gumont. His second. He's got 6 points on the night. Caleb Hull gets that big old paw over there and knocks it out of bounds.
I was going to say, it's a nice, well-rounded game tonight. Nobody's having a huge game, but everybody's chipping in.
Going to make it much more difficult to figure out who the... Charlie Gumont tried to get the best of Peyton Dostal, but he just could not handle that. Ball ran out of real estate. Dostal will toss it in at the scorer's table. Vanderveer was making it a little difficult to get it into Walter. They really want to try to get it into Walter. Dane Van Mersbergen, he tips it away. 17 to shoot. Dostal again in front of the scorer's table, gets it into Coles. Coles at the top. Gets it over to the Mason Walter on the right wing. He overshoots Dostal. North Mahaska with the basketball. Here comes Vaseth across the mid-court stripe over to Charlie Gumont. He drives, got in a little tight. Nice block by Jackson Vanderveer. Nice hard work by Tylen Coles to get the start of that turnover. Looked like it was going to be a held ball, and then he got it away, and then so Plainsman on the attack here. Cooper Kerman. Vanderveer there to steal it. Van Mersbergen from 3. Bounces off the rim. Tylen Coles there to pull it down. Mason Walder again. Van Mersbergen just really working hard tonight. Basket by Dostal. He's got 8 on the night. Dawson Gumont being chased around the top. Here goes Vanderveer. He's looking. There's Caleb Holt from the corner. Comes off. Tylen Cole with the rebound. Held ball. Stays with the Plainsman. Jackson Doak into the lineup, replacing Van Mersbergen. Here comes Belle Plaine across the timeline. Walder to Dostal. Dostal in trouble and still managed to get the shot off. Rebound by Doak. Doak gets it off to Jackson Vanderveer. Vanderveer in the middle. He gets it to Viseth. Viseth just didn't put enough arc on that. Nope. Knocked out of bounds. 1:59 to play here in the third quarter. Belle Plaine basketball. 49-18 North Mahaska. Coles with the basketball. He's being double teamed by Vanderveer, and Vanderveer gets the best of it. Gets a bounce over to Jackson Doak, and Jackson Doak gets on the scoreboard. (51-18). 1:30 to play here in the third quarter. Offensive foul against Mason Walder. Viseth was, I believe it was Viseth was there. Into the North Mahaska lineup. I believe it's Jeremiah Ashman. Yes, it is. Dawson Gumont dribbling around, lost control. Plainsmen have the basketball. Here comes Walder across midcourt. Gets it off to Coles on the left wing. Dawson Gumont slaps it out of bounds in front of the Belle Plaine bench. So Belle Plaine gets it into Dostal. Dostal to Walder. Walder comes around to Coles. Coles at the right wing. Over to Dostal. Got it off to Walder. Walder passed it across court to Dostal. Dostal was able to get the basket and the foul. Foul was whistled on Ashman, his first. Logan Baldock into the lineup to replace Vanderveer. Dostal's free throw's no good. Vaseth being dogged. Logan Baldock got himself down in the corner, but he got rid of it. Dawson Gumont out to Baldock at the right wing. Drives down that right side. Bounces it into Ashman. Ashman Tyler Cole's playing a heck of a ball game for Belle Plaine. He's scrapping along. I don't know
He's been involved in several jump balls.
That's just what I was just getting ready to say. And, nice little ball player. North Mahaska gets it on the alternating possession. Doak gets it into Viseth. Foul whistled on Mason Walder. His second. Third team foul in the quarter. 21 seconds left in the third. Dawson Gumont kind of directing traffic there, getting. Vaseth gets it to Doak. Doak took a shot at a three, but it didn't fall. Plainsman on the attack. There's Dostal. He's running down, and he got it in. And got a lot of carom off of that, but that's the end of the third quarter. North Mahaska 51, Belle Plaine 22.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
All right, we're coming back already. 0.2 on the clock. We had a foul, evidently.
Apparently there was a foul, and Zach Viseth at the line shooting. He's 0 for 3 at the foul line tonight. And that one.
So despite what your screen says right now, I changed it over to the fourth quarter. We are still technically in the third quarter.
Apparently he was fouled on a three-pointer.
Yeah. Hey,
Missed all three.
Now we'll get into our sponsors. Now we are officially done with the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up next.
Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shuttler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shuttler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
And now we come back to the fourth quarter here at North Mahaska High School. First State Bank in New Sharon sponsoring our fourth quarter. North Mahaska boys with the big lead. Back-to-back big nights for North Mahaska boys and girls, both assuming that the boys are going to get the win tonight.
And it looks that way. Here comes Belle Plaine. They throw it away again. But North Mahaska can't stand the prosperity for the moment. Into the game for the first time for the North Mahaska is number 3, Carson Ewing, a freshman. Mason Walder brings it across. Over to Hoey. Hoey's back into the game with those 4 fouls. Nice fight for the ball by Peyton Dostal. He's up to 14 points for Belle Plaine. Jackson Doak dribbling along the right side. Gets it off to Vaseth. He's looking. Three-point shot by Ewing is off. But Vesa on the other side gets it to fall, 54-24. High off the backboard for Cooper Kerman comes number 34, Kaysen Van Rijswijk. Got the rebound for the North Mahaska. Jackson Doak running that top, him and Vaseth. Van Rijswijk inside. He whips it out to Doak. Doak puts up a three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Hoey. Hoey gets it down court. They get it inside to Charlie Kerman. Couldn't get it to fall. There's Jackson Doak again. He thought again for that three. Vaseth. There's Van Rijswijk, makes a drive to the middle. It rolls off. Rebound by Charlie Kerman. Foul was whistled on number 14, Logan Baldock of North Mahaska. Number 2, Eli Dahm into the lineup for North Mahaska. Looks like number 44, Joel Clark, is going to come in, but not before Cooper Hoy gets a basket. I thought that was who that was, but apparently was not. There, the scoreboard just put it up, yeah. Joel Clark comes into the lineup, replacing Baldock. North Mahaska with the basketball. Ewing gets it out to Veseth. Steal by Hoy. He takes it down. His hook shot doesn't go, but he got the rebound. Mason Walter with the basket. He's got 10 points on the night. Eli Dahm to Vaseth. Vaseth on the right wing. Joe Clark with a long shot. Foul on North Mahaska. Kaysen Van Rijswijk with the foul. His first, second team foul. Just under 4.5 to play in the ball game. There's a steal by North Mahaska. Vaseth, he goes in among those trees and gets the ball to fall. 56-28. Mason Walter answers on the other end for Belle Plaine. Vaseth to Ewing. Ewing at the top. He's picked up his dribble. Over to Joel Clark. Van Rijswijk. He works his way down. Can't get it to fall. Loose ball on the floor. And a held ball between Eli Dahm and Hoey. Belle Plaine has the basketball on the alternating possession. Jeremiah Ashman coming back into the lineup. Replacing Dahm. Away to Walter. Walter comes across the mid-court stripe. Over to Hoey. Hoey looking to pass to Dostal. Dostal goes down and banks it in. Dostal with 16 points to lead the way for Belle Plaine. Veseth dribbling around at the top. Over to Ewing. Ewing gets it down underneath the Vasa. Vasa tried to get it to Ashman. Couldn't control it. Belle Plaine will have the basketball. Tylen Cole's back into the basketball game for Belle Plaine. Here goes Dostal. He whips it over to Hoey. Hoey drives down. Joe Clark there to stop the advance. North Mahaska manages to get the ball off the missed shot. Vasa looked like he was going to go inside, gets it off to Ewing. Ewing dribbling around, gets it over to Vasa. Vasa to Ashman. Ashman's blocked by Kerman, excuse me. And we got a whistle. Foul was whistled on Charlie Kerman, his third. 2:25 to play here in the contest. Vaseth down in the right corner, comes back up to the top. Ewing, the right wing. Mason Walter was there to keep him from going too far. Vaseth back down. There goes Clark again. Long shot. Tylen Coles with a rebound. Nice pass down to Dostal. Dostal rolls it in. Assist to Tylen Coles. Ewing at the left wing. Over to Clark. Clark being harassed by Mason Walter. They're saying Walter got a little too much body in there. Dawson Gumod back into the North Mahaska lineup. Vaseth tried to get it to Gumod. He lost control of it. Cole's there to steal it. Here goes Mason Walter. He gets it into Hoey. Hoey back out to Coles. Coles to Braden Vile, who had just come into the ball game. His shot comes up short. Here goes Ewing down. Dostal with the steal. Over to Mason Walter for the basket. 56-36. North Mahaska. Ashman's shot comes up short. 1 minute to play. We are inside a minute. Here comes Walter across the timeline. Got an offensive foul on number 3, Mason Walter hits his fourth. Not a huge thing this late in the game. Visa jump stop, loses the ball. Braden Vile gets the basketball. Dostal trying to get it down underneath, couldn't. Got stolen by Clark. Dawson Guma with a basket. Shot clock off, so we are in the final 15 seconds here. See what Belle Plaine can do. Oh. Mason Walter didn't see it coming, went out of bounds. So North Mahaska's just going to dribble this out. They'll get it across the timeline, and then looks like a 58-36 victory for North Mahaska. Peyton Dostal led the Plainsmen with 18 points on the night. You taking a look, there was a lot of balance for North Mahaska this evening, Steve. But even though he didn't get to finish the game, I think I want to go with Trent DeBrine. I had him for 13 points, I think, when he went out, and I don't know how many rebounds, and really kind of helped get things going. But it was pretty wide open. I think almost everybody got in the ball game scored except for maybe 3 guys. So
you can win a wide variety of ways.
I think Trent DeBrine should be our player of the game. Hopefully his ankle's not.
We did see him at the very end of the game.
Yeah,
and he's kind of sitting there over in the corner of the gym. It looks like his ankle is propped up. I don't know if it's iced up. I'm assuming it is. But hopefully that's not too serious, and he can keep playing like he has all year long. He's a solid player. So
yes, he is.
All right, so Trent's our player of the game. State Farm, Kelly Style, Wendell Campbell, State Farm player of the game. All right, well, RD, let's see here. Let me bring up the schedule here onto the screen. Let's see when we have our next broadcast. We got through, all right, so we're through the, if you're looking at the screen right now, on the left-hand side, we just completed the left-hand side of our schedule on Steve Shetler Media. From here, we go to Pekin for a couple of games this Friday and Saturday. We'll be back here on Monday with North Mahaska and Moravia. And then we won't see each other for a little while.
Yeah,
RD.
I think we...
North Mahaska has a couple of games in February that we'll be doing. So, yeah.
After I get back from vacation.
Yeah. All right. So that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors as always. And, appreciate RD and your help and your work. And we'll call it a night here on Steve Shetler Media.